Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Sekiro. This is episode number 12 being recorded on Wednesday the 17th of July. I hope you're all having a fantastic day whenever it is you find yourself watching this. It's been a crappy week, but we're so close to the end, and I just got caught up on editing. So I apologize in advance if I'm extra crabby or complainy in this episode. I'm just not in the most tremendous of moods, but again, we're at that point in the playthrough where, because we are so close to the end of the playthrough, and because more and more people are seeing the playthrough on YouTube, the likelihood that I'm going to be spoiled on something significant increases with each passing day. A couple of days after I recorded the most recent episode, for instance, someone spoiled the fact that the sculptor is apparently an orangutan, which is something that I figured given all the stuff that we discussed in the previous episode, but again, just another example of the fact that, but again, just to illustrate the importance of actually finishing the playthrough ASAP, and seeing as we are, I think anyway, I obviously don't know for sure, but I think we are close to the end. Certainly we're in the end game, the final act, but our possibility tree for this episode has a lot of things on it. And I'm even less certain about all these things than I was the week prior, and that week I was less certain than the week before that. And I guess that's just a case of, again, me not knowing the game or how close we are to the end. But starting with the blue blocks here at the top, we have the Fountainhead Palace, where we have yet to discover a Buddha fire. And I say that because there was that lower area that we meant to explore, and I assumed that going under the water through the Great Carp encounter would bring us there, but it actually brought us somewhere else, so we still have to figure out a way to access that area right near the Great Sakura. Then in Ashina Castle and Ashina Castle Outskirts, we have a number of Buddha fires that need to be reclaimed, so we're going to reclaim as many of those as we possibly can so as to ensure that we're not missing anything in this last act of the game. And finally, when we are ready to proceed to what I assume is the final encounter of the game, we can go to that escape route at the Ashina Reservoir, where Lord Kuro is apparently waiting for us, but which obviously will also mean having to fight Genichiro in a rematch. It's actually kind of interesting because Lord Genichiro beat us at the beginning of the game, we beat him in the middle of the game, so this is the rubber match, so to speak, in that we each have one victory, so this last victory and this last bout, fittingly enough, will be essentially winner takes all. So we're not going to do that until we're absolutely ready and we're certain that there's nothing else that we want to do here. And then even then I will create a restore point prior to that happening. But in the meantime, we have a number of purple blocks here too, including the fact that for some reason I didn't decide to do a save quit after giving the Mibu priest the rejuvenating water, and so it occurred to me that we should go check in with the Mibu priest. Then we have to follow up with the Child of Rejuvenation because I want to see if we can get some more rice, and I want to follow up as well with the rice enthusiasts. I'm not sure how else to refer to them. The women who gave us the hints which we needed in order to find our two visceras. Because we have, like, I'm not sure that I fully understand how key items work in this game. Because we have 5 of these precious bait, but I don't even know how to use one of them. So what is the point of us having 5 of them? I don't know if this is like an umbilical cord situation from Bloodborne, where having these 2 fruits will mean that we will somehow be able to get a different ending, or if there's something that I'm just completely missing here. So in order to hopefully answer those questions, and I'm not getting my hopes up, but we are going to follow up with the rice enthusiasts. Then we need to go talk to the noble women, because once more I did not know how to refer to those NPCs, in the Fountainhead Palace. One of whom asked us to snap the spell that her father had been under, thanks to the Great Carp. I don't know how we're going to do that. And the other one asked us to open a gate, and I can only assume that that is referring to that shortcut exit, which is near the top of the area. So we definitely need to follow up at least with the second woman just to see what's going on with her and if we can find her after having opened the gate, because yeah. And then finally we have Pot Noble Harunaga, who I don't believe will be able to advance his questline at all until we figure out what the heck we're going to do with the Great Carp. But again, that's another one of those things where I'm sort of at a loss in trying to figure it out, so we are going to do our usual thing today and just record for as long as it takes, and or as long as I remain coherent and able to at least somewhat intelligibly provide commentary about what's going on. And then finally, our only outstanding boss fight is, of course, the Demon of Hatred. That is to say, also the Sculptor. So, yeah, that's what's on the docket for today. Again, I don't know, I suspect that this will be the last episode, though I may yet decide that okay. So the Mibu priest has indeed turned into a noble. So people are not born nobles, they become nobles by imbibing in the rejuvenating waters. That is very interesting. Oh, crud. Oh. Oh no, friend! I made you a wizard! Oh, rip, I guess. Treasure Carp scale. Is that really it? Oh gosh, the ragdoll in this game. They are actually pretty hideous. Alrighty. Let's do a save quit just to make sure that we're not missing anything here. Okay, that was weird. That was very strange. Obviously, they want the body to remain here, but save quitting resets his positioning. So, yeah, that really scared me for a sec. Alright, well, rip Mibu priest friend. I guess that was in place just to show us that becoming a noble is essentially just to imbibe in the rejuvenating waters. Very interesting stuff. Something else we neglected to do in the previous episode is trade in our prayer beads. 9th prayer necklace. Loose prayer beads strung together in offering to a sculptor's idol. Increases maximum vitality and posture. A prayer bead necklace befits the strong. Robert's father came from afar across seas to the south in search of the Undying. Repelling 1,000 blades was a small price for the blessing of rejuvenation. Well, rip Robert's dad, you were pretty cool, I must say. And apparently he killed like 1,000 people in order to ensure that his son would, yeah, get access to the rejuvenating waters. Well, sorry. Hi, friend. What you been up to?
Shinobi of the Divine Air, I awaited your return. Please take this rice.
Thank you.
Bless us with bountiful harvest.
Alright, well thank you, friend. I appreciate that.
You have my gratitude.
Of course. Rice is a precious thing. Remember to chew properly before swallowing.
I will be sure to do just that.
Thank you for visiting.
Again, it may well be a coincidence, but I may have been right in suggesting that you need to use the rice before they will give you some more. Why does it look like something is engraved back there? I assume that's an incense burner? So it's possible that, again, I've already done everything I can with the rice, and that the only reason we received it there is so that we can use it as a consumable item. But all the same, I'd like to follow up with the rice enthusiasts just to see if they have any insight into what the heck is going on here.
Wind the puppet. Not sure what she's talking about.
I guess we're done with her then? So it doesn't really seem like there's much going on with the rice enthusiasts. I guess we've already sort of dealt with all that. I still... Maybe we stumbled into... I think it was the dried serpent viscera. Because for one of them we were supposed to use a monkey as a puppet. But I don't think we ever did that. So, you know, I don't know. We do seem to have missed something. I don't know what it is. So we are going to proceed to the next item on our list. You are not very observant. Hello.
The courtyard is an accursed place. If you must forge ahead, you'd best go around it. And if you see my father, please release him from the carp's bewitching powers. He just feeds it forever and ever. My father would never have wished for such an eternity.
So in other words, when they become nobles, they lose any semblance of who they used to be. Their former selves. Too bad we can't pick up any of these bows here. They look mighty fancy. Oh. So they're sucking our youth. Oh, enfeebled. What? So I guess that explains what there is to be afraid of with those friends when you get enough of them together. Because, yeah, that wasn't pleasant. Presumably they're sucking out our youth. So yeah, let's get out of here. Screw this place. So that right there is the place we have yet to discover. What? Friend, what are you doing? I think that thing is dead already. Oh my gosh.
You beasts. You tricked him all this time. Nobility this and eternity that. Pretty lies to fool him. Give him back! Father! My father! Give him back!
Oh. Oh, sorry, friend. That's not pleasant at all. Alright, this has got to be the way. Yes, it is. Oh, gosh darn it. Whoops. I guess we're supposed to run and jump for this one? Yes! We did it! Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, uh-oh. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with the Sichi-men anymore. Although, I guess I wouldn't be totally taken aback to learn that there is yet another Sichi-men that we have yet to fight. Sorry, friends, I just have to go sit at this Buddha fire here. Hope you don't mind. Probably gonna break the area doing this, but... Yes! Feeding grounds. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, no! Oh! Oh, no! It's that lady's dad? It's the dad! Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, but she's already dead, isn't she? Oh, we screwed up big time, I think. Hello, you're pretty tall, friend. What's going on?
Noble.
You're a very noble friend.
Master, I call it. Feed it. The bell must be wrong. Okay, friend. I will look for the bell. Master, feed it. The bell must be wrong.
Alrighty then. My fear is that because I ran straight to the Buddha fire, we may have just broken several of the encounters in the area. Maybe we should go, yeah, before we ring the bell. We've waited this long anyway. Let's go see if we can complete the rest of the area. Hopefully it won't offend noble fish friend, the fact that we have bait and we're not using it. But I'm sure he'll
I'm sure he'll understand.
I love that guy. Silly dog. Alright, there was a friend on the roof there. It looks like he is on alert. Although, that could also be a dog. Sounds like a dog. Dogs everywhere here. How are we... Oh. I was about to say, how did it know I was there? But I guess there's one thing dogs can do. Although perhaps not as well as cats, but they can smell very well. So another couple things I have on my list here. I have a handwritten list, as always, to my right. I placed an annotation on the screen in the previous episode when this thought occurred to me. But I was just so tired when we arrived at that portal to the Divine Realm that I didn't even comment on the body that was there. Very reminiscent, sort of the Ring City and whoever that was. I can't even remember the name of the person who was there with the egg, and then we had to touch the egg to warp to what was ostensibly the present, but obviously kind of a problematic term to use in the context of a game where time doesn't really even have any meaning. But that body there, I've been wondering about who that might be. And I do seem to recall that Lord Takeru, in one of his notes, mentioned that he had someone who was going to... That is easily, like, one of the best mechanics in any FromSoft game ever. That Lord Takeru mentioned that he was going to have someone behead him. And that he was going to, quote-unquote, return to the Divine Realm. But what if that's as far as he got? That he got to that spot and just sort of, well, I guess someone who is known for being immortal and having blood that makes you immortal doesn't just die. So I'm not sure that makes any sense either, but... But yeah, I was wondering whether that body might be Lord Takeru. Not sure if there's any basis for that in the game itself, other than here's this person who was once a divine heir, they're no longer the divine heir, and they wrote all these things about wrapping themselves in the Fountainhead aroma, and then returning themselves to the divine realm. And then we find this body right at the entrance point to the divine realm that's just sort of sitting there. I guess, yeah, it's possible that that is Lord Takeru. The other question I have written down here is, if the sculptor is an orangutan, which to me is crazy. I still don't quite understand how that is even a thing. But I suppose we need to wait until we have a memory to confront before we learn some more. Then, does that mean that we, too, are some sort of animal? Like, obviously, we're all primates. Even in our world, we are primates. We are related to apes. We are ourselves apes, who are just a little bit smarter, but we share most of our DNA with chimpanzees. 99% or something like that. Is wolf an ape? Or a monkey, as they're depicted in this game? Is wolf a wolf? Like, obviously, we saw in the introduction Owl adopting us. But, like, is that just a thing with shinobi? Shinobi are all animals that are converted to humans or something? Yeah, I don't know. We may or may not receive answers to these questions, and that's okay if we don't. But these are just things that I've been thinking about while doing editing and whatnot. And yeah, I guess there's really not a whole lot to this area. And that's not terribly surprising given the fact that the name of this area, per the Buddha Fire, is the feeding grounds. So really, it would seem to just be here for that NPC friend and to facilitate whatever the heck we're supposed to do with the Great Carp. But, yeah. Okay, so I assume we are supposed to ring this bell. What a tremendous bell. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe we'll try the precious bait first? Okay. Okay, that's so weird. All right. Let's talk to tall noble friend.
Master, he will be joined.
Oh, thank you. So we got 4 for just feeding him twice.
Master must not grow fat. In moderation. In moderation.
Okay, so everyone else who drinks the rejuvenating waters just becomes a maniac who has no... I guess, like, it was the same thing with Hanbai the Undying. He was infested with whatever that thing was, that centipede, but he was perfectly lucid and reasonable. Likewise with the noble woman's father. He's so reasonable, you know, everything in moderation. Indeed, friend. Enjoy responsibly. That's what I said to the priest at the Mibu Village yesterday, but he didn't listen. And then he turned into, yeah, not a cool and smart noble like you, even though, oh gosh darn blurriness. Why are his tentacles tentacling like that? That's strange. So are you saying you don't want us to feed the master anymore? Is that what you're suggesting?
Master must not in...
That seems to be what you're suggesting. So if we keep feeding him, is he going to be mad and then we're going to have to fight him? Let's see. I'm very curious about this now. Let's try the truly precious bait, see what happens. Oh, there's... What, really? Different kinds? So, okay. He doesn't seem too bothered by it. I'm so confused by, like... It really is like a virtual pet game. Tamagotchi or Seaman. Is he gonna scold us now?
Master must in...
Alright. Sorry, friend, I gotta give him the... I have to give him the truly precious bait. That is not a bell. I suppose it has the components of one, but yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Master must in...
Yes, I know, moderation. All things in moderation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did we make the great carp fat? Hi, friend! He looks so concerned.
Master! Master! Master!
Oh no!
Master!
Oh, we screwed up. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we need to go speak with Pot Noble Harunaga, but first let's go make sure we didn't miss any items up on the roof there. Rip, friend. Okay, it doesn't look like we missed anything up here. Alright, friend, we'll go check on your master, don't worry. I assume if we ring the bell, nothing would happen. Because master is off somewhere. Lying on a couch, being lazy.
Master.
Sorry, friend, I couldn't find your master. Uh-oh. That's weird. Maybe we need to speak to Pot Noble Harunaga. I am also cognizant of the fact that we've yet to get the rest of these mask fragments, so maybe that's what's needed in order to make sure we can lure the carp.
Hello, Master. 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 Where are you?
Oh. Oh, he's so upset. I'm so sorry, friend. Gosh. The heck are these things? Okay, let's go speak with Pot Noble Harunaga. Whoa, what the... So that's a red-eyed carp. Is that Harunaga? Oh my gosh, it is. Oh, friend. How did you get the red eyes? I gave them to the surgeon, friend. Lapis lazuli. Very nice. We have 2 of these now. Hi, friend. Hello.
Too small. Too small.
No, you're
More scales.
decent size. Oh, there's the rest of the lapis lazuli. Okay, so we have 26. And there's the other fragment of the mask. So 26, that would be 24, 25. So we have just enough for everything, I think. I'll give you all the scales, friend, don't you worry.
Ooh, scales. More scales.
Oh, dancing dragon mask. A dragon's head dancing mask, made whole by piecing the fragments back together, grants the ability to exchange skill points for attack power in the sculptor's idol menu. The Okami warrior women would wear this to the Fountainhead Palace. There, they would dance as an offering for the dragon. Mysteriously, the ritual left them brimming with vigor. Grants the ability to exchange skill points for attack power. Okay.
Give me more scales. More.
I only have 1, friend. And you don't have anything left to sell me.
Too small, too small. Give me more scales.
Everyone in this, all the carp in this game are so body conscious.
Give me more scales. More. More.
Alright, friend, I'm not sure there's anything else I can give you.
Too small. Too small.
Okay. I know. You're very self-conscious. That's okay. You're looking good. Other than the red eyes, that's a little bit creepy, but you're definitely, yeah, rounding out into carp form, I guess. Enhance attack power with skill points. That is really interesting. So in theory, you can continually farm skill points and then use those skill points to enhance your attack power. So I presume the max is 99 or something? Huh. Alright. Gosh, I'm wondering if we should have waited to speak with the woman till after we found this guy. I guess we didn't know we were gonna find him, but...
Master! 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 Master!
My suspicion was that the mask would somehow, yeah, endear us to the Great Carp. But yeah. Alright, we'd better go search before we move on. Just spend a little bit of time searching this water for the Great Carp. I don't see it anywhere. I assume it would be beached somewhere if the idea is that we overfed it. What I'm still trying to make sense of, though, is how did what we were doing with the Great Carp, feeding that stuff to the Great Carp, how did that make Hot Noble Harunaga into a carp? He was obviously already sort of transforming. And maybe it's just because, obviously, we didn't have the requisite number of scales to purchase all the things from him, but in terms of the game's sort of internal story, what would the in-text explanation be for the fact that we did all this stuff here in a place that is, if not the Divine Realm, at least adjacent to the Divine Realm? How did that impact upon someone like Pot Noble Harunaga, who is now, and I guess I should have seen whether maybe his name changed, because he's not really a Pot Noble anymore. But what the heck, like, how did it impact upon something that was happening in a memory? I'm still very unclear as to the mechanical explanation for that. Oh, see an item there. Is that just one that I missed earlier? It would seem so, yep. Lump of grave wax. I was utterly convinced that we were going to find the treasure carp beached somewhere. In part because of Bloodborne and the whole Mother of Cost thing, being beached at the fishing hamlet, just seemed like the perfect opportunity to reference that kind of thing once more with Junji Ito's work. Did we screw up by directly contradicting Carp Noble's orders not to overfeed it? Were we supposed to heed that advice? I just assumed that we were supposed to make it go away so that, you know, he would forget about his obsession, but that doesn't appear to be the case at all. Let's go see if that woman is still there. I think she's the one who was stabbing the Pot Noble in there, but you never know, so we might as well double check. Wait, so she's still here? So that other woman must have been someone else? I guess the other one was the one who was on the roof, so this is a different one. Hello.
The courtyard. And if you please, my...
Alright, friend, well... that sucks. Alright, the last thing I wanted to check. Get wrecked. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so stupid. 7,000 experience points lost. Oh no. Ah, wow. That was dreadful. Get wrecked. No! Gosh darn it. I celebrated much too soon there. Once again. Oh. I honestly don't even know why I'm fighting these friends. Right, so it cost me something like 10,000 experience points in having died twice to those trash mobs. But I can finally talk about the thing I want to talk about, which is why the heck did they hang up this rope? Like, they have divine confetti on it, but it's like, you know those cheap cardboard cutout things that you get for someone's birthday? It says happy birthday, you drape it across the room or whatever. That's sort of what this looks like, but why? Like, what purpose does that serve? I do not know. Oh, they've done it up there as well. And here-ish, it looks like. Like, what were they trying to accomplish with that? So we've already defeated the Divine Dragon. Actually, that looks like a woman, and I suppose Lord Takeru can be a woman. I'm not sure if the gender's ever specified. The Shrine Maiden sleeps soundly. So this is a Shrine Maiden, not Lord Takeru. And presumably she's sleeping soundly because we defeated the Divine Dragon. Who the heck knows? I suppose many of you out there do, but I do not yet have any idea what is happening. Like, I have some idea, but not a very good idea. Alright, I suppose it's time to move on. it's time for us to start reclaiming some Buddha fires. Oh, what are you still doing here, friend? Uh-oh, friends can hear me up here, seemingly. Who is this friend? Whoever this is, they seem to be honoring Lord Isshin. Yashiriku's sugar?
Lord Isshin, I will be borrowing this. Please watch over me. We, the Ashina clan, will win this battle.
Borrowing what, friend? Oh, what? Ashina Elite Ujinari Mizuo? Hello, you have interesting looking eyes. Wow, you drain posture quick, friend. Wow, you are also very, very strong. And we don't have the correct... Oh gosh darn it, he is incredibly strong. Wow. We do not have the proper loadout here because we need fire and oil. Because we still have yet to actually use this in an effective manner, so I'm curious. Nice block there, friend. Pretty sure you still got oil on you, though. Oh, wow. Oh, well done. Gosh, it hurts even when you're blocking. Ouch. His attacks are so quick. Haven't yet been able to keep up. Ouch. Ouch. That was dumb. Oh, crud. Did not notice how low my health was. Missed the deflections there. That trivialized what was otherwise a very, very difficult boss fight. Cool. Turns out we were using the wrong fire mechanism, I suppose. Wait, why didn't I try... Oh. What? What's going on? Is it just, oh, there's a war going on music? Or does someone actually see us? I think it's, oh, there's a war going on music. See an item down there. As well as a friend. So I wonder what that person took from Lord Isshin. Was it the sword that they had? Rip, either way. Pretty strong, friend. Let's go have a rest upstairs, though. Replenish our resurrections. The frame rate there was in-game. That wasn't my capture that was dropping frames there. Not that it really matters, having Castle Tower Lookout unlocked, but it does annoy me seeing Buddha-fires we can't warp to, so I want to make sure that we check all of them. Just to be sure that we are not missing anything. Hi, friend. Thank you for joining my team. Pellet? I don't think that will ever get old. Alrighty then, just 2 more Buddha-fires to go in the Ashina Castle. I should also note that we can access Ashina Reservoir by going to the abandoned dungeon. I wonder if that's why there's that alternate entrance to the OG Sichimen fight. Because otherwise I really couldn't make sense of why that would have been. Erect. I was gonna say, don't tell me that guy didn't notice what happened. You know what? Every time I switch out Floating Passage for something else, I end up wanting to go back to it. It really is just tremendously useful. And the fact that it doesn't consume spirit emblems is great. You friends alright? Aw. They're so scared. I guess I would be too. I certainly would not be a good soldier. I can tell you that for sure. I have a feeling this friend is another mini-boss. So the impurity is taking over Ashina's army as each of them are trying desperately to hold on to the land. So they've, as with Genichiro, they've all seized upon heretical strength. And it appears as though this friend is also in that camp.
Everyone, forgive me, but nobody would put their life on the line for free. All right, so how do I make my escape?
That friend has been plotting his escape or desertion for quite some time, I gotta say. So we have discovered this Buddha fire. Something else I wanted to point out that I noticed while preparing to record this episode is that, yeah, previously this bridge was not there. So that means that the invading force built a freaking bridge! Which kind of strains credulity. I don't know, maybe that is something which happened during the Sengoku era. Oh, it's not actually a boss, is it? Not actually a boss. Sorry, friend. Whoops. Here is... So over this way is the next Buddha fire that we have to reclaim. Oh, the monkeys are still here. Hello. The camera here is awful. Join my side, monkey. I probably should have brought him over to my side too. I wonder how many we can have on her side at once. Obviously, it is time limited, so you have to be quick, but can you imagine having a whole army of monkeys on your side? That'd be amazing. Oh my gosh. Monkeys fighting monkeys? What? Or is, yeah, the albino ones. What? I think we've clearly screwed up whatever dynamic was going on here by having that one friend on our side. Might as well make it another. Oh, what am I doing? We have the means to deal with this without incident. Ouch, that hurts. Thank you, Mountain Echo. Jeez. That was dumb of me. I should have let them continue dueling it out and not get involved. So the monkeys are mounting resistance of their own? Or are these people being turned into monkeys? As part of, I guess, their whatever role they're playing in this battle. Wow, these are strong monkeys. Ouch! Yep, definitely the strongest monkeys we face in this game. No doubt about that whatsoever. Rip monkey friends. We did it, friend! No! Come back! Oh, rip. Oh, we are so close to this next skill level. I'm gonna be very upset if we die. Is this the same friend from before? Oh my gosh, he's ragdolled. What the? Are you kidding me? That is so frightening. Friend, if you had seen this, you... He's just like, I don't care. But your ragdoll physics. I'm a red guy. There's the skill point that we wanted. Beautiful. All that complaining I did about the Sichimen's, about the original Sichimen boss room, and not knowing why there were multiple entrances, and it actually now makes sense. All right, like a true shinobi. I wonder if this was the intended route. I would imagine so. Because once more, we are being forced to return from whence we came. Although, oh, crud. Oh, I thought I was so clever. I thought I was so clever. Not so clever after all. I really did think I was so clever there. As it turns out, not so clever. FromSoft was several steps ahead of me. As are these friends. Jeez, oh my gosh. Whoops. I guess that's what happens when you stand in fire. Oh, there's... Last time we stumbled upon the chained ogre. And basically fell into a backstab death blow. It was very fortunate. See if we can manage that one more time. Somehow doubt it, but... Rip, friend. Pellet? Uh-oh. Yes! Get him on our side! Yes! Yes! Get him, friend! Yes! Wow, get wrecked. Leave me alone. No! He doesn't like fire! Whoa, you are fancy? Oh, why didn't I do a Miku counter there? Ouch, no! Uh-oh. Ouch! Wow, that guy is pretty strong. Come on, turn around, friend. Gosh darn it. Whew. Are they burning each other up there? What the heck is happening? Friends? There you are. Oh, he is not impacted by that at all. Ouch. Get wrecked. Well, thank you, Unseen Aid friends. That's very kind. I am beginning to think it is not possible to access the Ashina outskirts except through Sculptor Friend. And he is no longer our friend. So, not sure what to do, but yeah. Uh-oh. I guess that wasn't supposed to happen. Whoopsie daisy. Well done, friend. Looky here. Oh no! Gosh darn it! Still have not learned my lesson. Still have not learned my lesson. Oh my god. Okay, please tell me we can set it to Buddha fire. Oh, thank you. We finally did it. So we do still have to go face the sculptor if we want to access the Ashina outskirts, I think, but let's see what's going on here first.
Did you kill them all? I did. Good. We will begin when Lord Genichiro returns. We will revive Ashina together with the dragon's blood. Yes.
What? So I was right when I said that there's two different things, like there's an invading force. Oh, shut. Just relax, friend. There's an invading force and then a force from within the Ashina army that believes in seizing heretical strength. So another schism a la Bloodborne, I suppose. Use the dragon's blood versus don't use the dragon's blood. So once again, fear the blank blood. Or seek the blank blood. Very interesting stuff. Interesting that... What? Don't tell me we... Why is there a... I guess this is a boss, technically? Alright, we might as well check it out. Yeah, that's a boss. Let's go spend some sen. So I took a break from recording for about an hour or so, had some dinner, and did some farming. I've already put a few skill levels into increasing our spirit emblem capacity. Now to spend our sen on some upgrades. The question is, what are we going to upgrade? I think we should probably upgrade anything that is a prerequisite to this last level here. We are still very short on some of the upgrade materials though, disappointingly. Oh my gosh, I cannot decide what to upgrade. We do have enough sen and upgrade materials for the Lazulite Shuriken, but that would mean that we might not have the Lazulite we need for either of the other two. Certainly I don't imagine we could get all three. The Lazulite Axe also sounds tremendous, but we need to unlock the Purple Fume Spark first. Lazulite Shuriken it is. Use Lapis Lazuli to upgrade any tool to its limit. We also have 5 skill levels to invest. And I think we're going to use the first 3 of those on the Nightjar / Reversal in order so that we can gain access to Living Force, which appears to give you the ability to buff your sword with fire, or I guess with the Divine Abduction thing. I don't know what good that would do though. Oh, is that like... is this the Storm Ruler essentially? Is this what we need to defeat the Sculptor? I wonder. Alright, well let's... yeah. Because that would be our second mastery, technically. We haven't unlocked this, but it isn't a prerequisite for Living Force, thankfully. Because it would be mighty nice, but yeah, there's just no way. I don't imagine that you are expected to max everything out, because that is actually not easy to do. I feel like that would take quite some time. We are not, at least not yet, going to use our remaining skill points to enhance our attack power. Are you kidding me, friends? How have you not forgotten about me at this point? Guess I just have to get really far away. Are you kidding me, friends? Wow, you guys are persistent. Oh, I should have jumped. Oh, terrible. Oh no. Oh my gosh, I'm alive. Wow. No, I walked right into the fire. Oh my gosh. Please go away, friends. Please. No! Why did I do that? No! No unseen aid. Oh, that's unfortunate. Really, they don't make it easy for you to get by all these friends. I suppose, like, yes, I do have that boot of fire, which is right at the boss, but we still haven't got the dialogue from the friend who's right out front there. And I presume it has something to do with the boss, so I don't know, I'd just like to have that dialogue. Another instance where something like that I might not have really cared about if I wasn't doing this for YouTube. So for better and worse, this is a very specific type of playthrough. Why the heck did I come over here? Silly me. Oh, crud. So I assume the sculptor did this with whatever is going on with his hand. That friend is just so defeated. Hello. I came all the way back here, even though I had a boot of fire on the other side, just to hear what you had to say. And it took a while because I died a couple times, so this better be worth it.
Everything was burning. The fires raging out of control. The howling was intense.
Oh, rip. So in other words, the sculptor does not mess around. I'm not sure that was entirely worth the trip back, but at least I got to make sure that we weren't missing anything else. And now I know what to expect when we sit at this Buddha fire. It was very silly of me to not even... Because the flame at the top wasn't the undiscovered Buddha fire flame. It was this, which is meant to indicate generally that yes, you have discovered this Buddha fire, but it also doesn't have the Buddha fire emblem, so I don't know. I was just happy to see one and sat at it immediately to make sure that it would actually save, so not sure that's 100% my fault. Okay, we should change the Mountain Echo for Malcontent. I was using Mountain Echo instead because the Spirit Emblem cost is 3 as opposed to 4. All right, here goes nothing. We might as well rest. I'm assuming we can't go up to Lord Isshin's watchtower. Even if we try to sneak by. Nope. Ouch! Well done, friend. Ouch! He is so strong. have to run when he does that. Gosh darn it. Ouch, everything he does hurts. Oh, we're dead. Oh, that was so close. Might as well use a ministry dousing powder. Whoa, he is not pleased at all. Oh my gosh, what is he doing? What are you doing, friend? He's getting ready to obliterate me, I guess. Ouch. Gosh darn it. Oh, I missed my chance there to use the grappling hook. Oh no. What's going on, friend? What happened? What? He's got a new moveset. Wow, get wrecked. I thought I was dead there. Ouch. I know I'm fighting this like a Dark Souls boss, but it appears to be working, so you don't want to... I'm having much more... Oh, I should not have even has said a word there. I was about to say I'm having much more success staying close to him than I am at a distance. So let's try and stay close. that one really hurts. I didn't know where he went. I guess that makes sense. The view from down here is not especially pleasant, I gotta say. But it's working. Again, I probably shouldn't have said anything. Gosh darn it, missed my window there. And there. That's bad. I was not taking my own advice by running away there. Oh my god. Wow, that was not good at all. Ouch. Oh, we used it too soon. Oh my gosh. Gosh darn it. Not sure what you're supposed to do to get out of the way of that one. I guess jump, probably. Oh, come on. Oh, I keep forgetting to jump when he does that. Because then you can use the grappling hook and get a few extra hits in after the fact. So it really is a win-win if you can actually remember how to dodge that and execute properly. There we go. Beautiful. No, come on. That move is not fair. I'm joking, of course. I'm sure it is, but... trying to make this sculptor feel guilty. No. Some fancy moves you got there, friend. Ah. What a waste. So at a certain point, it causes him to berserk. I think once you've used it 3 times... Oh, I forgot about him. Whoops. I feel like I should be doing a greeting again because it's now actually 5 days later. That death montage was recorded entirely on the 17th of July. It is now the 22nd of July. That is the following Monday, and hope you're all still having a fantastic day today, whenever it is you find yourself watching this. So I guess that wasn't a full greeting, but... yeah, there are a number of things we need to talk about before getting back into it, because, again, several days have passed since the episode up to this point had been recorded. Alright, let's... while he's wheezing, we'll just speak with him first, see if he has any new dialogue, and then we'll heal the dragon rot. Hi, friend.
Friend, I can't breathe.
Oh, I'm actually...
Damn it. I'm not gonna die here.
Aw, I'm sorry. I actually didn't feel bad, but now I kind of feel bad. It doesn't really have anything we need. I am thinking, maybe we should try Divine Confetti on the demon, because I guess divine is the opposite of demonic, I guess? They're kind of opposed to one another. Alright, don't worry, I got you. Alright, so I have a list of a number of things here. So the first thing is that, as you should be able to see, I spent a fair amount of time farming both experience and sen, to the point where we have not only 10 skill levels, but also 31,000 sen to spend. So we're going to do that in just a moment. And unfortunately, that also means that because I spent so much time farming XP and sen, I only have a few hours to record today, which is why I'm appending this recording session to the previous one. But also because the majority of the previous recording session is more or less just me dying to the sculptor demon over and over and over again, because I have not the faintest clue how to defeat him. So that's why this isn't a new episode, and this recording is being appended onto the previous one. Before we get to the rest of the items on our list, let's purchase some upgrades. Because in addition to farming sen and experience points, we actually farmed a fair bit of fulminated mercury, so we can afford to purchase this one now, so we might as well do that. Which opens up this last level here, even though we lack the required materials for 2 of the 3. I don't think that we are going to purchase the Lazulite Sabamaru, but we do have that option. I do want to hold off just a little bit longer to see if we can't get any more Lapis Lazuli. I think that if we kill the sculptor, he will probably drop a fair bit of it, if not just 1 or 2. Again, I guess we are the sculptor now, which is weird, but for the next item on our list, we actually have to go to the Mibu Manor, so let's go do that. Again, I don't know why the game does this. Where Buddha you've already discovered, this is like the 8th or 9th time this has happened during this playthrough. Where it thinks that we are just discovering a Buddha fire for the first time, so I don't know why it does that. So in the previous episode, I mentioned that this tree might be a lavender tree, and I was basing that solely on the color, which is purple, except that I don't believe lavender trees exist. So I asked my fiance, who is a self-professed crazy plant lady, what sort of tree or plant this was, and she suggested that it looked like a wisteria tree. So I did a quick Google search trying to get a sense of the significance of a wisteria tree, and Google returned this result from this website whose name I really can't pronounce, so I'm not going to try, on the meaning of flowers. But it reads, historically, wisteria symbolizes long life and immortality. In Japanese kabuki theater, the symbolism for the wisteria is love, sensuality, support, sensitivity, bliss, and tenderness. The abundance of the wisteria flowering vine also signifies our own expanding consciousness. So I think that that suggestion actually makes a lot of sense, and there are a number of reasons for that. First, if you look at the tree here, you can see that it doesn't appear so much to be a wisteria tree as much as it does a tree with wisteria vines growing down from it. But also because it's located, of course, right in front of the Mibu Manor, and the Mibu appeared to be those nobles who were, I guess, driven mad. They've disfigured themselves in the quest for immortality. And insofar as the significance of the Sakura tree is that it symbolizes the beautiful but fleeting nature of life, the wisteria tree is a very interesting counterpoint to that, in that it's supposed to symbolize long life and immortality, which is something that the Mibu nobles are very much after. So yeah, I thought that that was a very interesting little touch. So another thing I wanted to point out, based on the name of the boss, who was situated on the Great Sakura, the enemies in this area, that is the non-noble Mibu friends enemies, they all appear to be Okami warrior women. I can't even remember the full name of the boss, But the boss who was on top of the Great Sakura Tree, because we dispatched with her so very quickly, didn't really get a chance to read the name of the boss, but her name begins with Okami. So these are the blue Okami warrior women, which also means that the Sabamaru would have been very useful against them, but I guess it's too late for that at this point, so no big deal. And finally, in thinking a little bit more about our interaction earlier in this episode with the Mibu priest in the Mibu Village, it occurred to me that there's actually two different kinds of transformation that we've been witnessing, and I've been conflating the two at various points throughout this playthrough. So the first transformation is the one that we've seen more often in places like the Senpou Temple, and that is the Undying, the people with parasites inside of them. And one becomes undying by imbibing in the rejuvenating waters which stem from the false dragon's heritage. So those are the parasites, but the people who have been turned into nobles, it would seem, are those who have imbibed in the Fountainhead waters. Because again, when we gave the Mibu priest the Fountainhead water, he turned into a noble. It's unclear to me whether the nobles are immortal. I don't think they are. And the reason I say that is that, as we saw earlier in the episode, when all the Mibu nobles teamed up on us in the courtyard, they suck the life out of you, essentially. They're not themselves immortal, but they gain the ability to suck the vitality out of others. So a very interesting distinction that I hadn't fully understood until the last few days when I was just thinking about all the things that have happened in the last couple of episodes. So very interesting stuff, I think. As tempting as it is to upgrade our healing gourd, I think we are probably going to want to upgrade our temple arts. So let's start with the Praying Strikes. Using successive elbow and arm strikes, unleash a flurry of quick attacks that inflict damage while preventing counterattack. The strikes are both a martial art and a form of prayer. Without strength, one cannot defeat the enemies of Buddha. Praying Strikes Exorcism adds a finishing attack to Praying Strikes. Unleash a flurry of quick attacks, inflicting damage while preventing counterattack. Then use a heavier blow using one's entire body to complete the combination. The Senpou monks also use this technique as a way to purge themselves of worldly desires. However, I guess it didn't work based on the however. Acquires the latent skill Virtuous Deed, improves the amount of sen obtained from enemies, and improves item drop rates. Oh, that would have been very useful to have earlier, whoops. In the words of the High Priest of Senpou Temple, one should focus only on deeds of virtue and forego thoughts of attaining wealth. Indeed, good advice, but we do have the option now of purchasing the Empowered Mortal Draw, a secret technique using the Mortal Blade. Costs spirit emblems to use. By focusing one's mind before unsheathing the Mortal Blade, one can draw additional power, resulting in a longer ranged, more powerful slash attack. Draw the sword that cannot be drawn and unleash its devastation. Gosh, I'm wondering if we just made a humongous mistake by not spending all of our... Oh, man. I guess it does use spirit emblems, so there is that. This one also uses spirit emblems. Gosh darn it. The longer I spend with this game, the less I like having to unlock all of these skills. And maybe it's just not knowing what they're good for, or whether they would do us any good in this boss fight. In general, I'm just frustrated with this boss fight, so I don't know. I don't know if that's impacting my view on everything at this point. I would purchase this one, but I want to see what this final upgrade is. And we can't do that along this path, because that's a dead end. So I guess we have to waste 3... see, that's the thing that annoys me about this. But, you know, because I have no idea what's coming, and, like, I spent so much time farming these skill levels that, yeah, whatever. Acquires the Senpou Leaping Kick combat art, where repeated attacks begin with a leaping kick. A combined anti-air counter with sweep attack counter, followed up with a combination of kicks, a technique refined by the recluses of Senpou. According to their practices, mastery of the leaping kick proves one has attained true enlightenment. So again, I feel like we're wasting this, kind of, but... Acquires Combat Art High Monk, the secret technique of the Senpou style. This adds sword slashes and additional kicks to the Senpou leaping kick. This technique has no form, and the attacks differ from person to person. For Wolf, it's only natural that he'd rely on Kusabimaru when performing the technique. So the other thing I didn't mention that we unlocked was Living Force, the secret technique of a prosthetic combat style. Allows one to perform a follow-up attack with certain tools that imbues the sword with the tool's effect. The sculptor retired the shinobi prosthetic after developing this technique. Okay, so maybe this was the one we wanted all along, actually. He'd gone too far, killed too many. The flames of hatred had begun to manifest. So it is also worth noting that, once more, spirit emblems are manifestations of regret. Those regretful of their vile actions are haunted by many spirit emblems. Perhaps this innocent beast was burdened with the karma of man. Inheriting the karma of those they've killed is also part of being a shinobi. The shinobi prosthetic is a device mired in sin. Its many small cuts and scars are proof of the countless deaths it's caused. The shinobi prosthetic is a device mired in sin. Blood spattered upon it turns to a permanent rust, proof of the user's burden. Shinobi who have killed many must go through life carrying the burden of their sins in their hearts. Shinobi who have killed many must bear the physical toll of those sins. So in other words, this sculptor killed so many people and consumed so many spirit emblems that he turned into that. So presumably, at least in terms of the game's story, something similar will eventually happen to us, but I guess not yet. Occurred to me that we do have almost 30,000 sen, so even though we do have 524 spirit emblems, we are probably going to want to purchase a whole bunch more. Because I don't know what else we can even spend our sen on at this point. Although, wow, we still have 10,000 left, so yeah. Screw it. I can't tell if it's taking off more damage or not. I really don't enjoy this boss at all. I know I'm probably missing something again, but this is just, I'm not having a good time with this whatsoever. In spite of what I was just saying, I did not do that intentionally. Yup. Let's go to the Ashina Reservoir.
Did you kill them all? I did.
Now, of course, they make it so that you can't just really quickly skip over to the reservoir proper. Yep. This is the boss fight we accidentally triggered earlier. Oh. Oh, gosh darn it. You walk in a fire, you're probably gonna get burned. Gosh darn it. I don't have a clue how to handle this. I suspect it's not possible to take one of them out before the boss fight begins, but it's worth a shot. Yes! Yes! Leave my friend alone! Ouch! Oh, rip friend. Thank you for your assistance, though. I don't know how I missed the Miku counter there. Likewise there, I guess I'm too quick with it. You gotta be patient with that, because he delays it for just long enough to mess you up. Ah, well done, friend. You're pretty strong. Certainly much stronger than the Ashina Seven Spears friend we fought earlier. Ow, once again. He delays that just long enough to mess you up. Oh! I don't know if that's worth it. Because now I have to deal with them both, of course, but... yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Well done, friend. Yeah, I think we are almost always going to be better off just taking out the ad. Oh, come on, friend. That's not fair. Gosh darn it. Get him. So is this guy related to Gyobo the Demon, I wonder? Or am I just misunderstanding how Japanese family names work? I suppose that's entirely possible. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, I don't know if I want to use this, but... Where are you, friend? Oh, come on, no! Gosh darn it. Get wrecked. All right, we did it. We can't even access the Moonview Tower, can we? No, it doesn't appear as though you can. Oh, crud. we can see that that Buddha fire is now discoverable after being undiscoverable earlier. Always use more pellets, although how many do we have at this point? We have 178, wow. I had no idea we had that many. So what's this Buddha fire called? Near Secret Passage. That's about as literal a Buddha fire name as you can get. We are not going to want to proceed, I don't think, because we're not ready for the last boss fight because we haven't dealt with Sculptor yet. It looks as though the rest of the reservoir is inaccessible to us. So really all that's left is the Sculptor. to not get greedy here. Oh, fudge. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please tell me it's over. Oh my god, it's over. Oh, it's over. Oh. Oh my god. Finally. Like, that boss is so incredibly difficult. Almost certainly the toughest boss of the game. I know that there were many things I was not doing correctly there, but gosh darn it, that was difficult. Memory Hatred Demon. The one-armed demon prowled the battlefield, consumed by flames of deepest resentment. What isn't mentioned here, however, is that the reason they call him the Hatred Demon is that he wants you to hate the game. He can't have you enjoy this game, certainly not the end game. You have to hate it. That's why he's the Hatred Demon. But jokes aside, consumed by flames of deepest resentment. So it's not so much wrath, or is it wrath and resentment? Lapis Lazuli, I figured as much, that he would drop some. I will certainly take it. 2 of them he drops. A man who failed to become Shura instead became a vessel for the flames of hatred. As fate would have it, he was bound stubbornly to this world. It wasn't until he became a demon that he was finally able to depart for the next. Yeah, that boss fight was so difficult. He, like, thoroughly kicked my butt. I know I struggled as well on the Guardian Ape, at least initially. Oh, wow, she's still here. She's still kicking. She is strong. What a woman.
Care to purchase an offering?
Hello.
Oh, you're still alive. You know, don't you? You know who the one-armed demon was before.
No.
I see. It might be better that way.
But I do know.
To be set ablaze in the fires of hatred and suffer eternally as a demon. You put an end to his misery. That's all it was. Some advice. The hatred he channeled has lost its vessel for now. The longer the fires of war rage on, the more ashen this world will become. That does not mean you should step into his place.
Noted, friend. Thank you for the sage advice. I'd very much appreciate it.
Now then, begone already. You have your duties. Things you must accomplish. Yes?
Well, what about you? You're just gonna stay here?
Now then, things you must accomplish.
All right. Okay, friend. Well, do take care of yourself. So we can't go this way, unfortunately. I am going to back up my game here. All right, the game is backed up. Secret passage key. the key to the secret passage that leads out of Ashina Castle. The secret passage can be found at the end of the moat in the Ashina Reservoir, not far from the Moonview Tower. Kuro has escaped the castle through this passage, and the wolf looks to join him there. So we're about to have a rematch with Lord Genichiro, I would presume. Indeed. He's there with... Is that Kuro? Oh, it looks like he's in trouble.
Lord Kuro!
Shinobi of the Divine Air, we meet again. Behold, the second...
No way! Yeah, right.
Genichiro. If you think you can change Ashina's fate with such a thing, you are mistaken. Wolf. No one has the right to the dragon's heritage. It is no one's to bear. I wish there was another way.
It's all right. One last time.
Yes. Let's finish this.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
I will restore...
Oh, sorry, Fran, I forgot that I unequipped my combat art for the last boss fight. Ichimonji is great for building the posture break, but the problem is it locks you into that animation for so darn long that it ended up in that last boss fight being more harm than good. We could use Ashina Cross against him, but let's go with trusty old floating passage.
Ashina to glory!
Whoa, friend. So, if he kills us with the second Mortal Blade, does that wipe our save file? Because if so, that would be very cruel, but understandable.
I will not allow Ashina to be crushed!
Ouch. Well done, friend.
Yes, that's it. Your strength. I too have a duty that I must uphold. Farewell.
Yep, once more, certainly not jumping for joy. Merely mashing X.
I will restore Ashina to glory.
Ouch, friend. That hurts. Ah. Oh, I jumped right into that. Ouch.
Yes, that's it. Your strength. I will not allow Ashina to be crushed.
What now, friend? What's the plan?
In the end, I was powerless, but Ashina will rise once more.
I've no doubt about it, friend.
Blood surging through her veins.
Your people are very resilient, but...
With this, Ashina's long night comes to an end.
Uh-oh. Oh, is he gonna behead himself? Please don't tell me he's gonna behead himself. Oh, friend! Oh no, that's not good. Oh. Oh, okay. Perfectly normal.
Pitiful grandchild.
What?
This was
What? No, please. No, I can't fight my friend. I can't. No.
See, Ashina returned from the great beyond.
I can't fight Lord Isshin.
Sekiro. I must destroy you.
But I thought we were friends. Looking good though, friend. Very snazzy. That one hurts a fair bit. Isshin, the Sword Saint. My worst fear come true. Ooh. I thought that was going to be a thrust attack. Not so.
Hesitation is defeat.
Yeah, so that's a thing. Not really sure what to think about that. Let's go see if we can chat with Emma, because she's currently presiding over his body, is she not? Alright. So his soul popped out of... What? Popped out of Genichiro's body in another body that is his own, but younger and more vibrant? Wow.
Lord Kuro escaped the Kamisikis with the night to smoke.
Why can't we even...
Please.
This one thing that's weird about this is the separation between the player character and the player character. That is to say, Wolf. Because I know things that Wolf evidently does not, and we can't raise that with anyone. I guess you can't really do that in Dark Souls, even if you know things, but...
I will restore Ashina to glory. Yes, that's it. Your strength.
not allow Ashina to be crushed. Not allow Ashina to be crushed. In the end, I was powerless, but Ashina will rise once more. The dragon blood surging through her veins. With this, Ashina's long night comes to an end.
This is ridiculous.
Pitiful grandchild. This was your last wish.
Oh my gosh.
To see Ashina returned from the great beyond. Which means Sekiro. I must destroy you.
No, friend. We can figure this out together. Oh, friend, you're so strong. This is such a great boss fight. This almost makes up for the Demon of Hatred. Almost. Ouch! That did not work whatsoever.
Now my blood boils. Face me, Sekiro.
So he's one of the 7 Ashina spears, I would presume. That's very interesting, actually. Oh my god. This is... oh, wow.
Now my blood boils. Face me, Sekiro. Face me, Sekiro!
Is that a handgun you got there, friend? It's pretty fancy. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode, everyone. But thank you all very, very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one, which will almost certainly be the finale. Bye-bye!